Hello, now we will solve one more problem on suspension cable. Here is the problem. A suspension cable is supported on piers at 80 meter apart at the same level as a central dip of 8 meter. A suspension cable, say 80 meter, 8 meter dip. Calculate the maximum tension in the cable when it is carries a UDL of 30 kN per meter throughout the length. Also determine the vertical force and horizontal force on the pier if the backstay is inclined at 60 degrees to the vertical. When the cable passes over the pulley, the cable passes over a saddle. We'll see now. This is the cable which is resting on the piers which are at 8 meter apart. The central dip of the cable is 8 meter. This is the backstay. Okay, these are the suspenders and this is the decking. This backstay makes an angle of 60 degree with the pier. This is what he has given. So now we'll consider only this cable. If you draw the freeboard diagram of the cable, this will be support A, this will be support B, and it is at 80 meter. Central dip is 8 meter. It carries a load of UDL of 30 kilonewton per meter. So first you have to calculate the first part. What is asked? Determine the calculate the maximum tension in the cable when it carries a UDL of 30 kilonewton per meter. Okay. So first let us calculate this the support reactions and maximum tension. This is VA, this is VB, these are H. You know that as the loading is symmetric, always the VA is equals to VB. That is equals to, say, total load divided by 2, isn't it? What is the total load now? This is 30 kilonewton per meter into, what is the span here? 80 meter. So this is divided by 2. 30 into 80 gives you the total load on the cable and divided by 2. So if you calculate this, this works out about 1200 kilonewton. Okay. Then you need to calculate H. So here we can calculate H by taking bending moment at C equals 0. You know that bending moment at any point on the cable is 0, but the dip of the cable is known at C. You can write down bending moment at C equals to 0. So otherwise we know already, we have derived the expression for horizontal thrust for a cable which is having equal supports and carrying UDL throughout the span. That is nothing but, you know that it is WL square divided by 8YC. So W is here, this is 30 kilonewton per meter. L is here, 80 meter span, that is 80 square divided by 8. What is YC? It is the dip at point C, that is given already. So it is 8 meter. So 30 is UDL, L square, 80 square, 8 into YC is 8. So if you simplify this, you are going to get this as 3000 kilonewton. Okay. Otherwise you have to take bending moment at C, that is VA into this 40. Then this UDL 30 into 40 into 40 by 2. This minus H into 8 equals to 0. If you do that, then also you will get this that value of H as 3000. Next, once if you get this VA and HA, you have to calculate the tension in the cable, that is here always at the support it is maximum, you know that. So here, so therefore T maximum is equals to, so what is T maximum now? Already we know it. It is root of VA square plus H square. So we already calculated the value of VA and H, and after substituting this, so you are going to get the value of T maximum as 3231.09 kilonewton. Okay. So this is the basic, very simple relation. First, loading is symmetric, you have to calculate VAV. Then using the relation for H, WL square by 8YC, which is this expression only it is applied when the cable is having equal supports and carrying UDL throughout the span. So after getting VA and H, the T maximum is equals to, that is tension in the cable is equals to root of VA square plus square. So substituting the value of VA and H, you will be getting this value of T maximum as 3231.09 kilonewton. So next, also determine the vertical force and horizontal force on the pier. So okay, before this what I will do is I'll just consider one before going to that. So you know that this is the point A, if you take VA and H, if you calculate the resultant reaction here, this is nothing but RA. What is the resultant of VA and HA? RA is equals to root of VA square plus H square. So if you resolve this, say what is RA cos theta? This is nothing but H, or RA sin theta will be VA. So now okay, here if you consider the equilibrium of this point A, this is RA, this is T maximum, isn't it? In the cable it is T maximum. Already we have calculated this as T maximum. So now for equilibrium, you know that RA must be equals to T maximum. The T maximum is equals to root of VA square plus H square, that is RA. Now if you resolve this T maximum along this horizontal and vertical, this will become, you know that it is T maximum cos theta, isn't it? And this will be T maximum sin theta. Okay. Now, so you know that if you show this by dotted lines, this is nothing but VA, this is nothing but H. For equilibrium, T maximum cos theta must be H. For T maximum sin theta must be VA. Or if you resolve this T maximum along horizontal, it will be T maximum cos theta. So what is that? T maximum into cos theta. What is that? This is nothing but here H, isn't it? Similarly, T maximum sin theta. What is this? This is nothing but this component. For equilibrium, again that should be V. For equilibrium, this must be equals to this and this must be equals to this. So T maximum sin theta is V. This idea is required for calculating the force on this pier. Now what exactly he has asked is determine the vertical and horizontal force on the pier. So let us consider this is as a pier here. So you need to calculate what is the vertical force coming on the pier. Similarly, what is the horizontal force coming on the pier? Say this is vertical force. Say this is the horizontal force coming on the pier. So now that when that pier is taken, so first case is when anchor cable passes over a pulley. Assume that this top is fitted with a pulley. So you have calculated T maximum already. And so backstay, this is the backstay. He said that the backstay is inclined at 60 degree to the vertical. So this angle is 60. So automatically with respect to horizontal it will be 30. So let TA be the tension in the anchor cable. Okay, this anchor cable or backstay is, let the tension in that be TA. T maximum already calculated. Now you have to consider the equilibrium of this pier. See what he has asked here. First, what is vertical force means the vertical component of this plus vertical component of this is nothing but the vertical force. Similarly, the net horizontal force acting on the pier will be the horizontal force acting on the pier. That is, say T maximum cos theta. Say if this is theta here, T maximum cos theta. This is this side, so it is minus TA cos 30 will be the net horizontal force. But before that, we need to calculate TA. What is TA? As it is passing over the pulley, you know that tension on either sides must be same. That is, as it passes over the pulley, that T maximum must be equals to TA. Because pulley means the tension on either side must be same. So already T maximum has been calculated. Therefore, the T maximum is the equals to TA. That is equals to, what is the T maximum what you have calculated? 3231.09 kilonewton. So once if you know this and this, now what is this? Vertical force. Okay, vertical force on pier, okay, is equals to what it is? Both are acting downward. Say this is also downward, this is also downward. It is T maximum sin theta, okay, plus TA sin 30, okay. T maximum sin 30 plus T maximum sin theta plus TA sin 30. T maximum sin theta is what I already told, that is nothing but VA, okay, plus TA is 3231.09 into sin 30, okay. So VA is already calculated. What is that? It is 1200 plus, if you 32310 into sine 30, so this gives you the vertical component, that is vertical force on the pier, which you will get it as 2815.54 kilonewton. Okay. Now similarly, if you want to calculate the horizontal force on pier, what is the horizontal force on pier now? So this horizontal component will be like this, whereas this horizontal component will be like this. So it is, so assuming plus as this one, this is T maximum cos theta, right? This is, if you take plus, this will be minus. This is TA cos 30. Okay. T maximum cos theta is what I said. This is the horizontal H reaction. This previously I told that. This is TA is 3231.09 into cos 30. So if you simplify this, so you are going to get here, that is substituting the value of H as, what is H? 3000. This is 3000 minus this same. So you will be getting the value as 201.79 kilonewton. So you are getting plus means the net force acting is in the rightward direction, that is this way. So the horizontal force is 2001.79 kilonewton. So these are the vertical pressure or force and horizontal force on the pier when anchor cable passes over the pulley. Okay. Second case, what he has asked, same, that is you need to calculate the vertical force and the horizontal force. Here also, say let it be vertical force. This is the horizontal force. Okay. When the anchor cable passes over a saddle, there is a saddle box here with rollers on the top. This saddle is sitting on this pier. In between there are rollers. Okay. Now previously, how we calculated this T maximum, this TA, previously it was passing over a pulley, the tension either side must be same. Now what is the condition to calculate TA? TA is again tension in the anchor cable. So now this is roller, so horizontal component of the T maximum, horizontal component of the TA must be equal and opposite, then only these will be in equilibrium. Otherwise what happens, if TA maximum cos theta is more than the TA cos 30, this will move. So that will be not in equilibrium. So for equilibrium, what is the condition? The T maximum, okay, cos theta must be equals to TA cos 30. Okay. What is T maximum cos theta? That is nothing but the horizontal component of the reaction. That's what I have told. So this is equals to TA cos 30. Okay. So now if you simplify this, therefore TA is equals to, that is H by cos 30, isn't it? What is H already? That is 3000 already calculated. This is 3000 divided by cos 30. So this gives you 3464.101 kilonewton. So previously, as it was passing over the pulley, tension either directly we took TA equals T maximum. But here, as it is rollers, the horizontal condition of that means sigma fx must be 0. For sigma fx 0 means this minus this should be 0, or T maximum cos theta must be equals to TA cos 30. So from that condition we are going to get, then as usual, the vertical force. How do you calculate vertical force? The component of this and component of this in the vertical direction. That is vertical force is equals to TA sin 30, okay, plus T maximum sin theta. TA is 3464.101 into sin 30, okay, plus T T maximum sine theta, the vertical component is nothing but you know that reaction, that is VA. So VA is what here? VA already calculated, that is 1200. Okay. This will be same. If you simplify this, you are going to get this net vertical force as 2932.05 kilonewton. Okay, this is the vertical force. Similarly, horizontal force on the pier. Horizontal force on pier. What is this now? Again, the horizontal component of this and horizontal component of this must be same. That means if both are same horizontal components, then naturally net force should be 0. Let us see that how it will. This is nothing but T maximum cos theta minus TA cos 30. So T maximum is nothing but this is H minus TA is 3464.101 into cos 30. If you simplify this, you are going to get this as 0, because already based on that condition only you have found out the horizontal component of this and horizontal component must be same. This is plus, this is minus. So net force which is acting on the pier, horizontal force will be Z. This is what you need to calculate in this problem.